guys, welcome back again from Tampa Bay. I'm out on this rather dreary gray afternoon. It's actually pretty rare for around here. I only see it once or twice a year. No rain, just overcast clouds. Actually reminds me of the northern states where I'm from. I'm just going out today to check out a couple spots for a photo shoot. Just kind of scope them out, see what I think. We had Gasparilla this past weekend in Tampa. This was the second major event. It's split over a few different weekends. They start out with the kids parade, and then they have the semi-family oriented daytime parade. That was yesterday. And then in a couple weeks they have the real party, the night parade. The night parade goes through downtown Ybor City, which is a northern, pretty independent suburb of Tampa itself. That's where all the nightlife and entertainment is and all the cigar stuff. I was actually on one of those floats, let's see, it was 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember which, tossing the beads and then going to the private parties afterwards. Definitely a fun time, but whew, for the younger crowd. I am too old to enjoy that kind of stuff. But it was fun to do, and I did do a video of it. I'm trying to remember what channel I put that on. I think it was on Cigar Obsession. I can't remember. Anyway, not too much has been going on lately, just a lot of work. I know, pretty boring. Got a busy week coming up. Tomorrow starts off with an EKG from my new doctor. Just, rounding out the bases and making sure everything's good. I'm sure it will be. I had a EKG done in the hospital a month ago, and it was fine, so I don't anticipate anything unusual. And then a week after that, I've got some more blood work being drawn just as a checkup, and then another follow-up a week after that. So far so good with everything. Thank you for all the comments and well wishes and everything. So far so good. Numbers are just about perfect, actually, on the meds, which is just fine with me. And of course the new diet. The weight loss leveled out. I'm holding at 240, which is just fine. I've really got my appetite back and got a bunch of really good recipes that I'm fixing, and just settling into what I can eat and what I should eat, what I can tolerate as far as healthy versus tastes like sawdust, all that kind of good stuff. But I think I'm right in a good zone where I enjoy all my meals, and I'm rebalanced out between cooking in batches and eating a little bit of leftovers, but not a week's worth. So all in all, good stuff. Oh, a tip for anyone like me that is into coffees and espressos, all that kind of stuff. I got a new espresso machine a couple weeks ago. Absolutely love it. And I've been making just a crap load of iced cappuccinos. I absolutely love them. And I've just exactly replicated the Starbucks recipe. And I found just some great stuff that's not only healthy but works well, tastes great. I found a milk. I had no idea that milk had so many carbs in it. It just never occurred to me. I've been drinking skim for a long time, fat-free. I figured there's basically nothing in it. Nope, wrong. There is a ton of sugar in milk. It literally never occurred to me to even look it up. I don't even know if there's a nutritional label on a milk jug. I still haven't looked. I looked it up online. Even skim milk, your average cup of skim milk has 12 grams of carbs. That's a lot. And a cup of milk is not a lot. Well, I was going through about a gallon every, 4 or 5 days just in iced cappuccinos, using about a cup and a half, sometimes 2 cups per big glass. So that was really adding up. I put a stop to that very quickly as soon as I realized how bad it was. And I found a great alternative. It's a milk. The brand name is Hood, H-O-O-D, and it only has 3 grams per cup. So much, much better. And it tastes a heck of a lot better than skim milk. It's real milk. They just do whatever they do to get the carbs out. So anyway, 25% of the carbs, absolutely doable. Tastes great. Downside, it is more expensive. Now, I originally found it in my local grocery stores where I shop, Winn-Dixie and Publix, and it was ridiculous, $8 a gallon. But, you know, heck, gotta do what you gotta do. Well, then the next time I went to Walmart, which isn't as often as I used to go, I used to buy all my groceries there, but I've switched over to the local places a while ago. Anyway, I noticed it in Walmart, half as much. Well, you know, you may say you hate shopping at Walmart, but sometimes you just can't argue with the cost difference. So much better there. That only makes it a couple bucks more a gallon than regular milk, so that's a wash. And then I do like flavored syrup in it, but not to make it super sweet. I don't like to taste it and think, ooh, that's really sweet. I like a little bit of hazelnut in there just to take the balance off of it from strong coffee to neutral. And I only use sugar-free. It's made with Splenda, and I use a quarter of what they suggest to make the drinks. So it's just that little splash of flavor. That's it. But the drink itself doesn't taste sweet, so not worried about that at all. And that's another big savings in the Walmart family. The little 12-ounce bottles of syrup in the grocery store were $7.50. A 24-ounce was $4.20 at Sam's Club. So that's just insane. That's 75% less cost. I absolutely love Sam's Club. I make 2 purchases a year that pay for my membership. If you do any kind of cooking, I've said this before, it's just ridiculous how much you can save. Take spices alone. Salt, pepper, steak seasoning, cayenne, garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, anything like that you cook with. You know, you go to the grocery store, you get the little jars, right? You might have a half an ounce, maybe an ounce if you get the big one, and they're going to run $4, $5, $6, $8 depending on what you get. Sam's Club has the restaurant size jugs, half-gallon or gallon-sized jugs of the stuff. Nothing's more than $10. Most of them are $6.50. It's just insane. It's like 5% of the cost for some of the stuff. Same thing with detergent. You know, we're almost out of Tide. We buy detergent twice a year because that's all we need. They're huge and they're half the cost. Toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates. We'll restock twice a year because they come in huge batches, and it's just ridiculous. It's almost nothing, especially if you have a family and you're going through even more. Now, it used to be the cost of gasoline was discounted enough where that would pay for the membership. The membership is only, you can get them on specials for about $35 a year. I have a business account with them. It's $45 a year for both of us. And usually during this time of year, they have a promotion, like you get a free chicken, or at this moment, I'm going to go renew tomorrow. They give you a $20 gift card for renewing. So that makes your membership $25 a year for a business account. Like I said, one purchase, you've just saved your membership cost. But the cost of gas the last, I'd say 3 years, has been a wash. It's been the same or even a couple pennies more than other local stations like 7-Eleven right across the street from it. But it used to be 10-15 cents less. So however they're buying their gasoline the last few years, it's not the same as it used to be. But that used to be enough of a difference, nice Cobra, to pay for it. Anyway, shop around. You know, anybody living on their own with normal living expenses, you can really benefit from a discount club, be it Sam's, Costco, other private label organizations. Just check them out. Save yourself some cash. I'm almost where I'm going up here. I'm going up to the bridge or the causeway that goes to Honeymoon Island. I'm not going into the park, but I just had a couple cool ideas. I'm a little bit early for nighttime, but I don't think a nighttime shot would work for what I want anyway. I'm thinking the bike on either the brick-laid embankment, if I can get through there. They got it blocked for cars the last time I looked, but I think I can sneak the bike through the concrete. Or maybe on the hard packed sand. Got to be real careful about that because it can go from packed to loamy in the matter of seconds. But cars do drive on it and they do launch boats, so it is mostly packed. Still, I want to be real careful. But I want to see about getting the next causeway or Clearwater Beach, the lights at night especially in the background. But it's going to take a long lens to do that, and I'm not sure how much depth I'm going to have because it is an embankment. I just have to go physically check it out. Had some other cool ideas the last couple days for new projects, kind of in conjunction with my existing stuff. Excuse me. But when I get new ideas, I kind of go through and really think them through from beginning to end. And I've got some rules for myself before I actually start doing something or invest money into it. Like, it has to be easy. And that might sound kind of stupid. Like, well, why would you have to do something easy? Let me tell you. Now, I don't care if something's really difficult at the beginning, but at least in the long run, it has to be easy to do for me. Because if it's not, you're not going to keep doing it. It's got to be repeatable. It has to be engaging. There has to be a point. Oh, bloody hell. It's green. Okay. You are all assholes. That is not a bus stop, dude. It's a freaking green light. What a dick. It's not even a public bus. It's a jolly trolley. So anyway, whatever my idea is, it has to be viable. That's the bottom line. So I play devil's advocate, and I think of any possible problem that I can think of in every stage of the project. And if I can't work them all out, I don't do it. And I've got, like I said, a couple ideas. Right now, I've got a couple showstopper problems. Now, sometimes it's a matter of building something or figuring out the logistics of how to do something with it, and that's my problem to solve. In this case, those aren't it. Those are kind of the easy things for me to solve. But I've also learned through past experience not to spill the beans ahead of time, so I'm not going to give any details about what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I got a frog in my throat. But who knows, we might see some new stuff coming. And why are you doing 10 under, dude? Oi. Alright, I'm going to pick this up when I get closer down. Oh, there we go. We found the gas pedal. Now we're doing the speed limit. Woohoo! Oh, I'm already here. I forgot how close it was. Just going down Curlew. Got a lot of new construction around here. Just going to make it right at the light. Now I'm thinking the first spot I want to check out is on this side of the first bridge, which is a drawbridge. Where are you turning? You have no idea. You're just going to drive on the shoulder. Drive through the bike lane. There you go. Okay. You're annoying. $10 you wanted to go to McDonald's and missed the whole sign that said, "Don't turn here." That's okay. Benefits of being on the bike. You go around. I'm thinking the first spot is going to be pretty close here. If not, there's a couple more that I've got in mind. But if I do the shoot, I would be, don't do it, coming back at night. Now there's also some street lights, so I got to bear those in mind because those would affect the shot, but they would also possibly help the shot depending on where I set up. So here's the first drawbridge up ahead. And I think I want to try the left side first. There should be an access way just before the bridge. Yep. Let's see. Lots of people out fishing. Ooh, tide is way up. Oh, bummer. That is taking up the roadway. Tide is really up. Seriously. I'm going to be careful about this. And do the dorky duck walk. Because this is not an off-road bike. Alright, so here's the brick that I was thinking of. You can see here's where they launch some boats, jet skis. Okay, there is a chain. That's what I was afraid of too. Ooh, gotta be real careful on this, because it is not only slanted but rutted, and it's pulling me to the left. Okay. So I can't get through there because of that chain. That's where I was thinking. Well, I knew it was blocked with these big concrete barriers. No vehicles beyond this point. Alright. So that would be a ticket magnet, but I had in mind that spot right where those guys are fishing. Darn it. Okay. Let's not tip the bike over. I'm not doing a U-turn. I'm just gonna carefully swing around. There we go. A little rear brake for a hill assist. Turn around this way. Tire is getting stuck between the bricks and kind of launching me. There we go. Whew. It really wants to pull me down. I don't really want to fight it because I don't want the tire going in the rut and slipping me. I don't care if I look like the typical Harley rider. Normally I have my feet up when I'm moving. Not through this. Okay, now we're up. Let's check out over here. Ugh, ugh, sand and shells. This is the sand I was saying you gotta be careful of. I'm just gonna stay up here because I learned my lesson about driving closer to the water than I should. Got a car stuck once. That was 3 hours of digging it out by hand alone in the dark. Okay. I'm just going to get off here for a second and see what I see. Make sure I'm not sinking. We're good. Okay. So. I got to remember, think at night, so you're not going to see all the crap on the ground. A lot of palm tree debris. It's just that time of year. They're kind of shedding, and it was windy. Got all these reflectors. They would show up in a shot. Okay, skyline. You're not going to see doodly squat in the camera because it's a very wide angle. However, I still don't see doodly squat. That is pretty far away. Straight ahead in the frame is North Clearwater Beach. I can see the construction cranes way down there. Right in the middle is condos and Indian Rocks, and that is really, really far away. All right, so none of that's going to show up. Even if I stood way back there with my 400 on, putting the bike right at the shore, I'm not sure if the lights would be bright enough. I think I could frame it okay. That would work, but I just don't know how bright those lights are. I'd have to come back here at night to actually see how much I could see. If the buildings are lit up, I think that would be really cool. I could work with that. But I do not remember ever seeing them lit up to know what they look like. Water's really calm today. No wind. Alright. So I'm going to drive down a little bit further. This is a maybe location. Nothing for sure. But I got to come back and check. So, ruled out the 1 and a maybe on the 2. Let's keep looking. Ooh, sketchy. It's got that slippery clay to it. What is that squeak? Huh. Got a squeak in the windshield. It's in both sides, so it's probably normal. But I'm going to pull these covers off when I get home, make sure those screws are still tight. I don't remember hearing that noise before. Sorry, buddy. Just realized I didn't have my signal on for him. He didn't know where I was going. Over the drawbridge. Wow, it's that time of day where the water in the sky is same brightness. You really can't see the horizon at all. It's completely blended together. At least to the naked eye. Like, if you didn't have the land masses out there, you really wouldn't know where the sky began. Coming up to another break up here, there's a kayak rental shop. Thought that might make a cool backdrop. Depends on how they store the stuff. And I think it's not lit up at night, but I don't know if they close the parking area. I haven't seen any signs that say closed beyond a certain hour or anything like that. I remember seeing cars on there parked at night, so I think it'd be okay. Let's check it out anyway here. Okay. Ugh. More sketchiness. Oh, till 11 p.m. it says. Alright, that's fine. All I need is dark. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All the lined up kayaks there. Just kind of park in front of that sign. Alright, that's an idea. That's definitely doable. It's pretty cool. Check around here. Puppy! This is also a dog beach. We've taken Chloe out here sometimes. Got some sailboats. Actually see a pretty cool shot there just for fun, not with the bike. Not right now though, need some sun for what I had in mind. Alright, and then this is all just plain beach, and there is nothing to see but beach. So, got one more. No, it's not going to be anything down there. Alright, so mission accomplished. Ruled one out. Sorry for that interruption. I had a phone call come in, and stupid me took it. Turned out to be an automated message about my EKG appointment. But it is kind of good that that happened, because I just had a firmware update for the Sena 20S, and I was curious as to if the phone calls will come through, because now you can also stream your music and record to the GoPro at the same time, because they allow 2 devices concurrently. So now you can have the intercom, me, streaming music, and up to 8 other people on your intercom channel, all being recorded at the same time if you want to. But I'm not sure about incoming phone calls. But it's the same device connected, so that's why I'm not sure. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to head on back. Got a little bit of work to do tonight on a website. And then another big day tomorrow. Oh, I didn't finish about what's going on tomorrow. After my appointment, I've got to meet a couple people for just a meet and greet at a cigar lounge. And then I have a new guest coming on for my Cigar Obsession live show. And we'll be doing a 2 to 3 hour live show. I think it should be pretty successful. The only question I have is if the time slot is going to be successful. He's a very popular company, Cigar Oasis, makes electronic humidification devices. I think we should have at least 1,000 people on live, but it's a Monday night, and that's a brand new time slot for me, so I'm not sure. If it was my regular Thursday night, I know we'd blow that number out of the water. But we shall see. I think it should be okay. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.